A boxing legend is hanging up his gloves. Thanks for joining us. I'm Julie Cornell.
I'm Bill Shammer. Terrence "Bud" Crawford announced today that he is stepping away from the sport. The Omaha native won multiple world championships in 5 weight classes. Tonight we have team coverage.
Pete Cudahy is at B&B Boxing Academy, where Crawford has inspired youth around the metro to become successful.
First, KETV News Watch 7's Beth Carlson joins us with more on why the boxer says he's walking away on his own terms and the legacy he leaves behind.
Bill, Julie, Crawford posted to X announcing he is, quote, walking away as a great with nothing else left to prove. The 38-year-old is leaving with an undefeated 42-0 record with 31 knockouts and a legacy that's felt not only across Omaha, but around the world.
This isn't goodbye. It's just the end of one fight and the beginning of another.
The first man to become undisputed in 3 different weight classes and winning multiple world titles in 5 weight classes. The pride of Omaha made history in a 17-year reign.
I'm stepping away from competition, not because I'm done fighting, but because I've won a different kind of battle. The one where you walk away on your own terms.
In a YouTube video Tuesday, announcing that he would be stepping away from the sport and thanking the family, team, and city that believed in his legacy. A legacy that started as an amateur from Omaha, making his professional debut in 2008 and winning his first title 6 years later, bringing several title fights back to his home stage.
When I go in the ring, I got Omaha on my trunks. You know, that's where I'm from. That's where I was born, raised at, and that's where I want to defend my title at.
Making history most recently against Canelo Alvarez. The city of Omaha celebrating his victory with a parade right through the streets of downtown. And through the titles, Crawford co-founded the B&B Sports Academy with his coach, Brian McIntyre, in 2013. The pride of Omaha securing a forever legacy for the next generation of fighters from the city.
Omaha Mayor John Ewing Jr. congratulated Crawford. Ewing says Crawford made boxing history while wearing his hometown name and brought people together to share his victories. Bill, Julie, back to you.
An icon and a legend, Beth, thank you. With all of Crawford's success, he continues to give back to the city.
B&B Academy serves as a safe haven that gives kids a fighting chance.
KETV's Pete Cudahy continues our team coverage with what the Academy is saying tonight. Pete joins us live.
Bill, Julie, when we first heard the news that Terrence "Bud" Crawford would be retiring, it felt like a no-brainer to come down to B&B Boxing Academy. That's Terrence Crawford's boxing gym. Now, we wanted to see what everyone had to say, so I got in contact with Coach Hugh Reef. What I wasn't expecting was to be the one who was delivering the retirement news to him. Now, Coach Reef and the boxers here are all extremely happy for Crawford, not only for what he did in the ring, but also for what he was able to accomplish at B&B Boxing Academy, providing a space for the community that allowed young people to learn discipline, and it was also a safe space. Although his time in the ring may be over, they know he won't be very far from B&B Boxing Academy.
Incredible, you know, legendary, Hall of Fame, above Hall of Fame. It's something that will never be forgotten, something that maybe will never be topped, and just an unbelievable run.
I did ask Coach Reef and some of the boxers here if they think this retirement is for good, and they said yes. However, one boxer did say that money talks, so maybe that could be a force that would bring Crawford back into the ring. Reporting live, I'm Pete Cudahy, KETV News Watch 7.
So many fans here. All right, thanks, Pete. Right now on the KETV mobile app, we'll have more coverage of Crawford stepping away from boxing, including the parade that celebrated him for his recent victory over Canelo Alvarez.